Hello, friend. Thank you so much for joining me over on YouTube. I just want to give you a quick heads up that the training that you're about to see was originally recorded via Facebook Live over on our Facebook page. If you like what you see and would like to learn more, make sure you join us over on Facebook for weekly tips and tricks to help you grow your direct sales business and work smarter, not harder. Today, we are talking about how to consistently have $1,000 parties. And like every single month, I want you to have this goal of having at least one $1,000 party. I don't know about you guys, but I used to get really, really jazzed up when it would break that 4-figure mark. Like when there was a comma in the party sales, it was like, yeah, like it would be really exciting. So the first time I had one, I got so excited and I thought, I have got to do more of these, right? Can I get an amen? I need some more of these. So it's a win-win, right? When we think about it, it's our hostesses maxing out the host rewards. It is us actually being paid really well to show up, usually on Facebook. You get to wear your pajamas. You don't even have to wear pants if you don't want to. Whatever you want to do. So I saw some posts going around about what people wore to work. Their Zoom meetings. They had to actually wear it back to their office, and it was hilarious. It was all these people dressed in really nice tops with like pajama bottoms and fuzzy slippers. So it was pretty funny because that's how we roll, right? There are a few months when I was in the business, there were very few months that I didn't have at least one $1,000 party. So I could confidently say to my hostesses, I have at least one $1,000 party every single month, and I would love to help you get there. So when we start to do that, we can start to build some consistency, right? And we can start to build some predictability into our business. So why should you focus? You may be wondering, why should I focus on $1,000 parties? Like, I'm just happy with whatever, right? Well, let's just think about this for a second. So reason number one is it builds confidence. If you are consistently holding, and consistently meaning every month, there might be some glitches every now and then, but most months you are holding at least one $1,000 party, then you're doing a good job. Your party content is nailed down. Your host coaching is getting dialed in. That you're doing your job. Okay, honestly, you're doing your job well. And so people don't consistently have $1,000 parties with willy-nilly business. Does that make sense? You can have them. Okay, you can have a fluke, but they're not going to be consistent unless you've actually got some systems in place. Okay. They also increase your party average. So I'm a big believer in checking the data. You guys know that. And one of those metrics that you want to track as a direct seller that's using parties to run your business is you want to know your party average. Okay. You want to know because that's important data. And so your party sales vary from host to host, right? Because some hostesses are not going to listen. Let's just be real, okay? Some hostesses may have a lower income circle. Some hostesses may crush it. They may be super competitive. I remember one time I had this one hostess. She ended up joining my team, but she was hilarious. I said, "Oh, you're only X number of orders away from $1,000," and she was like, "Oh, game on!" Like she just like ate it up, right? So those $1,000 plus parties help increase your party average, which allows you on average to make more money. Okay. It also helps your host coaching. So listen to me on this one. When you have specific numbers, you have specific processes that you can share with every single host about how to have $1,000 party, that is going to overall help all of your parties. Even if the hostess doesn't get to 1,000, when she gets to 700 or 800, I'll take that, right? I'll take that any day of the week. So that's still a solid party. So it helps your host coaching because it forces you to get it dialed in. Make sense? Okay, so let's talk about how to have $1,000 parties every single month. Okay, so first of all, believe you can. All right. This is a mindset shift that you might have to make. If you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're right. Right. Henry Ford said that. So you've got to believe that you can. If there are other people, somebody commented with this the other day, and I thought, yes, that's it. So if other people are doing it, that means you can do it too. If other people are consistently selling, that means you can do it too. If other people are consistently getting bookings, that means you can do it too. Make sense? This is not, oh, well, they're just special. No, I want to know what they're doing. Like, how can I take what they're doing and learn from it? How can I observe? How can I watch? So I want you to believe that you can, because it's possible, because people do it all the time. Just because you haven't done it yet doesn't mean that you can't. Make sense? So when we're thinking about our businesses, guys, this is a big thing I see with direct sellers is we have this one party, or we have this one thing that doesn't go right, and we're like, blah, we just kind of want to throw in the towel. And it's like, no, if somebody else is succeeding, I'm going to watch. I'm going to learn. I want to know, what are they doing, so I can learn from it, right? So that's, I want you to believe that you can, first of all. Number two, consistently host coach. I am still shocked at how many people don't consistently host coach. Like, shocked. All right. You're think about when you start a job, okay? Or think about when you do anything. You don't, for the first time, you don't know how to do it, right? You don't know how to change a tire unless you've done it. We have beehives, and so, or beehive, we have a beehive. We don't have hives yet. So we have one beehive, and so we were just able to harvest some honey. We've never harvested honey before, you guys. I had to go learn how to do it. I also had to learn how to render the wax. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how to do it. So why would we expect our hostesses to know how to have a good party if we don't tell them? Guys, you must host coach every single hostess. I don't care if she's a past hostess and she had a great party. She may have forgotten what she did, right? Things may have changed since she did what she did. I don't care if she's another direct seller. Just because she's another direct seller does not mean she knows how to have a good party. Can I get an amen on that one? Okay. Just because they're in direct sales does not mean they know how to do a party. Let's just be real. Okay. So I want you to consistently host coach. You might have a random host get to that $1,000 party mark on accident, but I can almost guarantee you it won't happen again unless you are consistently coaching your hostesses to get to that level. Okay. Let's see. And then you have to consistently coach every single host to success, or you got very little chance of hitting that $1,000 mark. Okay. So can we all just pinky promise that we're going to consistently host coach every single host every single time? Don't leave stuff out. Don't be like, I was scared to say that one thing. Okay. No, just say it and just do it consistently every single time. Okay. Number three is set the bar high. Okay. Set the bar high. Attendance goals, when you're thinking of it, when you're talking to your hostesses, attendance goals should be aimed at what will get you $1,000 in sales. Now, let me back up for one hot second, okay? Because I know what some of you guys are thinking. When I say set the bar high, that does not mean telling your host to invite 200 people or 150 people. Okay, that is a completely different tactic that Facebook has proven over and over is not a great way to manage groups. Okay, I'm just going to leave it at that because I could go off on a whole rabbit trail on that. When I say set the bar high, I mean set the attendance goals with your hostess, set the sales goals with your hostess, and aim high. I want 30 people that have been personally invited, and let her aim for $1,000. Coach her. What can she get for $1,000? The kind of layer in that belief. And along with that, don't talk about minimums. If we're aiming high, why would I tell my hostess that the minimum party is $150 or $200? I wouldn't, because I want her dreaming big. I want her dreaming about all the things she's going to get at $1,000 plus party, right? I don't want her thinking about that one little bitty thing she's going to get at 200. I want her thinking and dreaming and just like wanting and desiring all those things that she's going to get with a rockin' party. So don't coach your host to minimums. Another pinky promise, Nikki's pinky promise to me on everything. So that's awesome, girl. Okay. So another pinky promise I want you to make is stop telling your hostesses you only have to have this much in sales. You only have to have this many guests. We're done with that nonsense. Okay. We're going to set goals. Okay. Big goals of $1,000 party, goals of however many people you need to get to the party to set $1,000. And then stop talking about minimums, guys. Stop talking about minimums. Because as soon as you talk about minimums, you've set the benchmark right here. If I tell my kids they only have to make C's, okay, which does not fly in our house, by the way. Okay, A's and B's is the only way to go around here. All right, because I know they're all capable. Okay. If I said, oh, you only have to have a C because that's passing grade, nope. Nope. Okay, nope. So, guys, don't aim the bar low because that is exactly where they're going to land. Okay, they're going to just aim for the minimum. All right. I also want you to coach your hostesses with real numbers. Okay, hear me on this, guys. You are the expert. And if you're not the expert, if you're just learning, if you're very new to the business, talk to your upline. Okay. Talk to your upline and figure out what these numbers need to be. Whatever you tell your hosts, they will believe. So be confident in your numbers. Okay. And don't use someone else's host coaching and their numbers. It may take 20 people to get to $1,000 in sales for you, 20 guests, but it may take someone else 30. Or it may take someone else 40 based on their order averages and their order size or the product that they're selling. So I'm thinking about like my Stampin' Up! Friends, right? Or even, goodness, I'm trying to think of some other smaller things. They're a little less expensive. So, if you sell a $300 product, right? But my friend Barb like sells a $5 piece of paper. Okay, if I can go grab a $5 piece, guests are going to grab $5 pieces of paper, right? It's going to be less guests that grab the 300. So my order average is going to be higher because I have higher priced products where she's got lots of little bitty things and people will feel like they've accomplished something if they're buying paper crafting stuff because they're buying a bunch of stuff. So does that make sense? So the order average is going to be lower. It's going to take her more orders to get to, just because her average product price is lower, it's going to take her more orders to get to where she wants to go. Okay. So you need to base this on your data. What is your average order size and how many people are ordering from your party? If 30% of the people are ordering from your party, which you should be aiming for 50%. If 30% of the people are ordering, how many people do you need to get there based on your average order size? You just got to do some quick math. Okay. Another thing that I see a lot of people do wrong is not encouraging the host. So I want you to encourage your host along the way. Listen, can y'all hear me on this? Your host is not your enemy, okay? Sometimes we get in our heads because we've had a less than stellar hostess that the host is doing everything wrong and they're just bad. And we get on this rant and we're talking negative about our hostesses. Guys, if you are doing parties, your hostesses should be your best friend, okay? And not just your physical best friend, like they need to be your besties, all right? You need to be like, oh my gosh, I missed you because we weren't partying this week, right? But by the time the party's over. Stop talking down about your hostesses, all right? Just because one hostess doesn't do what you said, I'm always going to, anytime a hostess, a party flops, I always looked at myself first. Did I do my job? Okay. Did I communicate effectively with my hostess? Did I encourage her? Did I show up the way I should have? Not my hostess stunk. Okay. All my hostesses stink, and start talking negative. Okay. Makes sense? So stop like being negative about your hostesses. I want you to encourage her. So when you're thinking about your hostess, like I'll take Bonnie for example, because I see her name. So if Bonnie's hosting a party with me and so far she only has 10 guests and we're like, Bonnie, oh my gosh, you already have 10 people. That's amazing. Or if they're commenting, people are commenting or they're starting to show, oh, I bet your friends love blah, blah, blah product, right? I'm going to be encouraging her along the way instead of being like, you need to start inviting or you need to get to 30 people or you really need to do this or we're not going to have the party, right? That's crap, guys. I'm sorry, but it's crap. So encourage your hostess along the way. You get more flies with sugar or with honey than you do with vinegar, right? So be sweet to your hostesses and they will come back to you. You never know what's going to happen. Even if it ends up being a small attendance party, I've had some small attendance parties crush it, like $2,000 parties because my hostess worked the catalog and she was working people behind the scenes that I couldn't see. Make sense? So don't count it out. Don't be all negative about it. Encourage her along the way. You're doing a great job. Oh my gosh, you already have this. Be positive and you will encourage her along the way. Okay. Another thing that you can do, guys, just as something fun and to get people to help your hostesses think big and give them something to aim for is offer some sort of incentive. So if you've never had a $1,000 party, or maybe you just want to love on your hostesses because they're awesome when they get to $1,000, you could do some fun incentives for when they hit 1,000. It could be, I've seen people do scratch off tickets, which is really fun. So you can include that in your host packet. You can get those on Oriental Trading, or you used to be able to, and you can write whatever you want in there. So you fill it in, and when they get the $1,000 party, they can scratch it off and send you a picture of it. So they get a little extra goodie from you when they hit the 1,000. Okay. You could also do listen, we all have a stash. Okay, if you've been in direct sales for a hot minute, you know you got a stash of products, right? So you could just send her a little goodie package, a little happy mail with something a little more substantial than regular monthly happy mail if she broke the $1,000. You could also do it. Another way to think about this too is you could also do an incentive for the attendance goal. Okay, because we talk about in business, we talk about lag goals and lead goals. A lead goal is something that I can control. It's something that leads up to the end. So I need to get enough, usually I need to get enough people to the party to get the sales that I want to have, right? So that's a lead goal. So I can incentivize the lead goal. The lag goal is the $1,000 party. I can't, once the party's over, I can't change anything, right? But I can do some things leading up to that $1,000 goal. So you could offer incentives for a lead goal, like the attendance, the party attendance, or maybe her collecting orders if it's an in-person party. If you're doing those again, it could be collecting orders before the party, passing a catalog around. It could be something related to getting outside orders before the party, you know, even for Facebook parties. I love paper catalog people. Okay, I'm a paper catalog person. So I may not attend everything on Facebook, but if you bring me a catalog, I'm going to highlight and dog ear and Sharpie that thing up. Okay, so think about that. All right. So let's review really quick. So believe you can, consistently host coach every single hostess every single time. The other thing this does for you guys, if it tells you whether your host coaching is working. If you're not consistently host coaching, you don't know if what you're doing is working because it's herky jerky. It's like there's no real data that you can look at. Set the bar high and stop talking about minimums. Get it out of your vocabulary. It does not need to be there. Set the bar high. Encourage your host that you've got lots of people have $1,000 parties if you've never done one. Or once you start having them consistently every single month, I have hostesses that have $1,000 parties. Wouldn't that be awesome, right? Coach your host with real numbers. Your numbers, not somebody else's. If you coach your host with other people's numbers, you may not actually be giving her the right numbers for attendance and everything else. Encourage her instead of talking down to her or being negative. Okay. Your hostess should be your bestie. Okay. Your hostess should be your bestie. And then offer some incentives, offer some extra little goodies for hitting that $1,000 party mark. Okay. I want you to have a $1,000 party every single month. That should be the goal. Okay. Because I want you to start testing that host coaching, getting that host coaching nailed in or dialed in so you can actually start doing that. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. I would love to know, what was your favorite tip? What are you going to implement? That's the word I was looking for. What are you going to implement going forward? Or what's something that maybe you've heard before and you're like, I started doing that again, or I haven't been doing that. You missed it. Let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys next week. Bye, guys.